Good evening, Saints. Listen, I'm going to do something different here. I didn't realize that Sh- uh, Queen Sugar started tonight. So one of the someone told me in the comments that it started tonight. So and then they're playing the second episode tonight. This is a Wednesday night, the 7th. And so I don't want to be rushed into doing two tomorrow. So I'm just going to try to do the first episode now, and then in about a half hour I'll watch the second episode. I just couldn't resist, basically. Okay, so I'm gonna try to film this with night light, just my regular light. So I'm sure it's gonna look weird, but all right. So Queen Sugar episode 1 started yesterday, so it started on Tuesday, but it's currently on demand. You can get it. Ugh, this light is horrible. I don't know how these movie stars do it. They have these lights all on their face. All right, so first episode. This episode it opens up with one of the daughters. There's a father with, from what I can tell now from so far, is he has 3 kids. So one kid is okay. His 3 kids are Ralph Angel, spelled one word. Uh, Charlie West, which is a girl's name, Charlie, female Charlie West, who is married to a basketball star. So she's a very wealthy woman. She also works as his manager. Okay, then Nova, and Nova is his other daughter, who I'm guessing may be the Queen Sugar. They haven't identified who's Queen Sugar yet, so I don't know if it's a nickname or what it means exactly. But she's like a spiritualist. You know, she sells, I guess, kind of voodooish type things. She's selling things to old ladies in one scene. But she also is a weed dealer, so that's her. Where she gets her money. But okay, so those are his 3 kids. The episode opens. The premiere episode opens with. This is not the glasses. It's the light, because the light's over here. Okay, so it opens up with this love scene. They're not actually making love, but they had just made love. Very romantic, tastefully done scene. It's not nasty, but she's a very beautiful woman. They've done something a little different here. Usually, it seems like currently they make all the actors, they're all whitewashed, so they're all very light skinned. They're not doing that here. They have dark skin, all different colors, but the dark skinned people are very beautiful people. Like this girl, this woman is really very stunning. So they have this romantic scene with her, and in contrast, the guy who she's in bed with is this white guy who is her boyfriend. We found out a little later on that he's a cop, and not only is he her boyfriend, but he's also a married man. Okay, so I have to kind of do things by the name, by the person, the character, what happens with them all through the episode, as opposed to trying to be in chronological order. So it turns out he's got a wife and kid at home. At least one kid at home. I don't know how many kids he has. All right, so it opens up like that. All right, Nova. Okay, Ralph Angel. Ralph Angel is the son. He is out of prison 6 months. Now, I think it's the second scene. He's raising his young son. I guess the boy is about, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old, and he's raising the kid. The son's mother is a drug addict. He didn't want him around the mother because he didn't want the kid to come into her to come into his presence and then leave him again. So apparently has abandoned him at some point. So there's a scene where she's kind of she's approaching him, wanting desperately to see her son, but he's not going to allow that to happen. All right, so this guy's got it. He's got problems. He got issues. All right, so this brother just got out of prison. We don't know what he was in there for yet. This is only the first episode, but he tells his kid who's playing in the schoolyard. He's at his school to wait there on the schoolyard or his schoolyard. He'll be right back. He goes and robs liquors. First, he shoplifts from this little convenience store. Then he robs the store as the kid is out there waiting for him on the playground. His wife's ass is in prison. That is the dumbest hustle there is. Listen, player to player, that is one of the dumbest hustles, dumbest thing you can do, because that register probably had $50 to $100 in there. Now you rob a store with a gun, you're looking at 15, 20, 25 years in prison. And he's been out 6 months, which means he's definitely on parole. That is a dumbass crime. The other one, at least Nova is the other daughter. At least she sells weed. I mean, she can make that much on 2 sales. So, I mean, I guess, crime is a stupid thing. He's trying to take care of this kid. He has no job. He hasn't been able to get a job. But he's obviously not all that bright. And he seems angry. So he's going to be the problem child in this series. All right. So that's Ralph Angel. Uh, his wife's a junkie. He likes the teacher. The teacher, Miss Valez. She's a Latin woman. She is the kid's. What's the kid's name? The kid's name is Blue. She's kid's teacher at school, and Ralph Angel is taking an interest in her, and she has. It seems to be mutual. So it seems like there might be some energy going there, and she really helps the kid out. For example, he's having a birthday party. The little kids tell him they're not coming to his party. So he tells the teacher, and the teacher says, "Oh, I'm going to the party tonight. Thanks for inviting me, Blue." So then all the kids want to come to the party, that kind of thing. So it's kind of cute. This is a very well done series. This is on the same level as Greenleaf. So Oprah is stepping it up. She's going to be the new voice of good cinema on television, it seems like. Be careful, Perry. Okay, enough of that. All right, right found you. She likes the teacher. Okay, there's one thing that I thought at first I thought was a little disturbing because they showed the kid. I know said he's only like 5, 6 years old. They show him playing with his Barbie doll. Now, just I'm a gay person, so I just know that a lot of gay kids do that. We want to play with Easy Bake. Those are like early signs, but I don't know that. I was saying, oh God, I hope they don't try to take that on with no little kid about any kind of sexual identity or anything like that. So it concerned me at first, but later on in the episode, what I'm getting from that is the doll reminds him of his mother. So he's not playing with a doll necessarily. He's longing for his mother, and Ralph Angel is not going to allow that to happen. All right, so I was relieved about that. Okay, so that was the spiritualist. Okay, let's know what. So Charlie, all right, Charlie and Davis. Davis is a basketball star. This thing is taking place, I believe, in New Orleans or certainly in Louisiana somewhere. Uh, but he's a big star, so they have money. They have their son's name is Micah. They have a son about, I guess he's about 16, 17, maybe 17 years old. But and the daughter, this is would be uh, Ernest's daughter, is his wife, but she's also his manager. Okay, so the other basketball wives, the wives and girlfriends of the other basketball players, have invited her out to lunch in the early part of the episode. They are, I guess, they're representing the basketball wives because they want to either they're already on the reality TV show or they want her to join them on the reality TV show. She doesn't want to do it. She has a busy life and she has a full life already. But while they're trying to convince her that this is what the audience wants to see, is a person who is a part of actually the work of the league. At any rate, she will be an addition to this show, Basketball Wife show. So while they're trying to convince her, someone gets a text on their phone, and then they all check their phones, and apparently there's a scandal with the team. The team, many members on the team, are being accused of rape. breaking news. So all their phones are buzzing at the same time. But initially, her husband is not a part of. They didn't mention his name. They mentioned many of the other players though. So the ladies, the basketball wives, were ready off. They're very concerned about that. It is their bread and butter, and so she thinks she's safe, but she has to deal with the scandal because she is also his manager. Well, as it turns out, he's while he's playing the game, first the crowds are cheering him on, and then someone starts heckling, and so now they start calling him rapists and all that kind of stuff. And while they're on the court, a video is released, and the video shows him, her husband, named Davis, with the girl in a hotel, picking the girl up over his shoulder, carrying her into the room, and patting her on the butt. So it's pretty obvious that he is not innocent of that. Now they're calling this a rape, but these girls, at least on first sight, they appear to be groupies. They're going to this room with all these men at one of their games. So, but then the girls are accusing them. I mean, we've seen stories like that in the news before, where people are just grabbing for the money. So we don't know. So I'm not going to speculate there. But it doesn't appear that anyone's being dragged into a room or anything like that. It seems like they're all kind of drunk and partying. So more will be revealed there. But she does not accept that at all. So she runs. This is a big game, right? She runs out onto the basketball court. She starts slapping him and hitting him and kicking him, calling him names. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? These things have to have drama, right? Okay, so of course, he's trying to deny, but it's video, and the video is going viral. All right, let me see what else happened. Okay, she attacks him on the court. Now there's also an aunt there. This would be Ernest's. I assume it's Ernest's sister. I mean, it's possible that it's his wife's sister or something like that, but she's called Aunt. So, and I'm sorry I didn't catch her name, but it's only the first episode, so I'm sure we'll have it by next episode or so. But anyway, she's like a caretaker for him. They seem close. I think she may even live there on the farm with him. So he has this big farm. The farm has not been doing well. Now they were all under the impression that the farm was doing okay. They had busy lives, so they weren't in contact with their father very much. But the sister, the aunt, tells the girls that no, this has not been going well at all. In fact, he has no crop for the last 2-3 years, and that because they're saying, well, we come and work. She asked him to work the crop. The caregiver tells them there has been no crop. There's been no crop for a couple of years. He couldn't do it by himself. It's a big farm. He's an old man. So in reality, the father has actually been working as a janitor to keep things afloat. They're very proud people because all of them have offered him money. Even the kids just got out of prison. Even Ralph Angel is offering some money that he stole from that store. But and there's probably gonna be some fallout from that because the little girl in the convenience store yelled out. The last thing she said to him was, "I saw your face." So why would she say that if they weren't going to use that to? He's going to have problems with it. But all right, so the farm is not doing well now. In the midst of all this, there's a birthday party for the little kid. During the birth, the grandfather and the kid are close. Loves the grandpa. He goes to play with the grand. He was separated with playing with the other kids. He comes back to check on his grandpa, and the grandpa, who is Glenn Thurman. If you got, I know he's had several TV shows and appearances, movies and things, but I remember him best because he was Aretha Franklin's husband back in the 70s. But anyway, that's who the actor is. Anyway, he's sitting in the rocking chair and he's not moving. So there's a dramatic scene where the kid is realizing that something is wrong. He yells for everyone. Next thing we know, he's in the hospital. So he's had a stroke, the father. and he's had a bad stroke because when he comes to, he's barely able to communicate. All he can do is look at pictures and point to things, and he wants to see the kid. That's his thing. And so I believe it's sort of kind of where where it leaves off. I think the last scene is Nova driving up to her boyfriend's house and seeing him with his family, uh, his blonde family, through the window, and her having tears because I mean obviously she needs to hold her man because she's come close to losing her father. And I guess there's been some discord between the daughter and the father because they haven't been in communication recently. Okay, all right. So all that was episode 1. I didn't even realize it was on. Thank you, subscriber, for letting me know that. And now the other one is going to start in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to eat, and then I'll review that probably in the morning. But I'm so glad to have be able to catch the series from the beginning. It looks like it's going to be a good one. It's not in any way similar to Greenleaf. So it's just a well-made production. So I'm very proud of Oprah. She seems to have turned that network around. They're moving away from, I shouldn't be so. I'm always dropping loads about Tyler Perry. I haven't actually, in honesty, I haven't seen any of his shows. So let me just check myself about that. Maybe they're all good. Who knows? We'll see. All right, episode 1. I'll see you for episode 2 tomorrow. Bye.